Good afternoon. I hope that I have enough voice to follow through this, but I think I'm going to do things a little bit different. It is really a tour of the RCMI facilities that are available, currently available, especially, paying a little bit of more attention to those that we focus on the application. Just for those that don't know, the RCMI program, Research Centers in Minority Institution Programs at the UPR Medical Sciences Campus, was initiated in 1986. It focuses on developing research infrastructure with a priority on collaborative and multidisciplinary studies. It oversees 4 currently active facilities and 3 institutionalized resources. So we have 7 facilities under the umbrella. And from fiscal year 2007 to 2010, just to give you an idea, we recorded 618 users per year and 12,720 visits to those facilities per year. And this is an average for that period of time. So I think that you get an impression that they're very busy facilities. We, as anyone that now has an NCRR, I think, supported program, know that collaborations are very important. So therefore, when the proposal was submitted for the Puerto Rico Clinical and Translational Research Consortium, we participated in that particular initiative, making accessible some of those facilities that we have available. Specifically, there are 2 facilities that are more involved, the Clinical Proteomics Discovery Core Facility and the Molecular Genetics Core Facility. 2 of those laboratories, which are the Molecular Biology Laboratory and the Molecular Genetics Laboratory. And I think that Dr. Loida Melendez was here until a few minutes ago. She is the coordinator of the first one, and Dr. Rodriguez Medina is here, so I'm sure he will help me if I need any assistance with any specifics on those. But really, the Clinical Proteomics Discovery Core Facility, as I mentioned, is coordinated by Dr. Loida Melendez from the Department of Microbiology. And it really has, I think, a very good resource available for conducting protein studies. And I have highlighted in each one of the slides the particular link to the website where this particular facility has all the details. They have very specialized instrumentation for conducting those analyses, from very sophisticated equipment like the Certitop and all that, some more general instrumentation that can help with all those protein analysis studies that they support. So I think that here is just a general sample, but as I said, in the homepage you have all the details. The services provided. If you are interested in protein screening and profiling, pre-fractionation, fingerprinting identification, they provided those services. Differential expression quantification, mass determination of proteins, peptides, oligonucleotides, glycolipids, carbohydrates, and small molecule analysis, pathway analysis, post-translational modifications, instrument access for protein validation by fluorometry and ELISA, and quantitative proteomics labeling from plasma. So all those services are available. And yes, we have a service fee, and I don't like to talk about services fee here, but I mean, they are established, they are fixed. We comply with NIH requirement that says you have to have a fee, and the fee has to be the same for everyone. Exceptions are made when we negotiate, depending right on the programs and some support mechanism that can supplement or substitute for what has to be that particular fee. We have also guidelines established for each one of the RCMI facilities, and here is the link for the Clinical Proteomics Core Facilities guidelines. These guidelines are currently under revision because we have changed the logo of the RCMI program. We decided that 25 years is enough with the logo, right? So we changed our logo, and we are in the process of changing the guidelines to reflect those and other updates. The contact information of Dr. Loida Melendez is here, email, telephone numbers, and so on. And I imagine that these presentations in PDF format will be available to the attendees, so you will have all that information. The second center or activity that is also available is the Center for Molecular Genetics and Infectious Diseases, especially 2 components of the 3 that form part of that particular center. the genetics component, and the molecular biology component. And here are the representative. And Jose, you look very good there in that picture. I'm always fighting with him from good pictures. Okay, the specialized equipment, as you can say, is, a lot of very well-recognized molecular biology instrumentation. Some of them more sophisticated than others, but really available. And I will say that this particular resource has been really instrumental for training our graduate students for all this period of time, and the new faculty also. I think it's a unique resource in that sense, because they dedicate a lot of time to the training of new people in all those specialized techniques. The services offered for the genetics component: DNA isolation, mutation analysis, RNA quality evaluation, using RNA nanoassay, Affymetrix gene chips, and 2 types of expression arrays. Dr. Carmen Cadilla is the one that coordinates this particular component, and all her contact address and information is available also in this particular slide. The molecular biology laboratory does DNA sequencing and oligonucleotide synthesis. So that is directed by Dr. Jose Rodriguez Medina, and his contact information, he allowed me to provide all the information, right? And the disclaimer, and the location of the facilities is also highlighted for you here. Again, the guidelines for these particular facilities are available in the internet, both for the molecular biology laboratory and for the molecular genetics laboratory. Now, I was offered the opportunity to share with you other facilities that were not included in the proposal, but that they are also available at the RCMI program. And those are the following: the molecular neurogenetics facilities. This is located in the Institute of Neurobiology. I see Dr. Susan Corey here from the Institute also. And we have there some services or facilities that conduct molecular studies, especially in the area of neurogenetics. So they do provide consultation in applications of molecular biology to techniques, to neurobiology studies, neuroscience research, specialized seminars in molecular neurobiology. I think that they have a very strong seminar series there in that regard, and the training of faculty, students, and personnel, technical personnel, on all the instrumentation that is available in the facility. The other activity that we also sponsor or initiative is the Collaborative Technologies Initiative, and I think that you know that from the people that have really videotaping this particular activity. Those services are provided under the leadership of Dr. Jose Conde, and the services that they provide are image processing, research database development and hosting, the RCMI channel, YouTube management, and I think we keep receiving a lot of compliments in all the activities that are posted in the YouTube: video streaming, video conferencing, video recording, webinar support, website development, and hosting. So I think that all these are also available through the RCMI, and more details are at that particular link that appears in the slide. The flow cytometry laboratory is not comparable to Dr. Yamamura's facility. That is a very strong and well-developed flow cytometry facility. What we have in terms of flow cytometry, sponsored by RCMI, is really a facility that just want to let new people, new faculty, graduate students to know what flow cytometry is, what applications you can have with that particular technique. So the services provided focus more in the training sessions that we provide to use the FACSort instrumentation. And anyone that knows flow cytometry knows that FACSort is a very old machine, but it's really good, resistant to any graduate student or any faculty that wants to use for the first time the technique. So it's a really good one. And in fact, Naira Rodriguez, who was with Dr. Yamamura, is the resource that we utilize to train our students and faculty every year on the flow cytometry applications. We do consulting services to investigators in very basic and clinical applications of flow cytometry. And for that, I call my husband, who knows a little bit about flow cytometry, and he's the one who helps with that. We have specialized seminars in flow cytometry, basic and clinical applications, and we have a set of reference books and current literature in flow cytometry protocols and applications. So for all this period of time, Carol Torres from the RCMI program is really providing the coordinating support for this particular resource. The Central Electron Microscopy Facilities, another facility for a long time, was one of the first initiated by the RCMI program. It has been institutionalized like the flow cytometry. And so it means that, most of the maintenance and all that is really covered now by the institution. And the services provided are highlighted here: transmission, scanning, and electron microscopy, light microscopy, image digitalization, gold immunolabeling, osmometry, microtomy, and so on. And the contact for this, Camilo Cangani, he's an engineer, and I think that a lot of people knows him because he also provides a lot of services in maintaining transmission electron microscopes. He's a really very knowledgeable person in terms of how disassemble and assemble back, microscopes, and he provides those services to Rio Piedras, Mayagüez, Macau, and the Institute of Neurobiology on a contract fee. I mean, a lot of these institutions contract our services from him. And the last one is the core instrumentation laboratories. This is very basic instrumentation. It's shared instrumentation. It can be used, by a lot of people, graduate students, faculty, and all that. We have two resources located in the third floor, one, and on the sixth floor, the other. Is the facility that hosts the water purification system for all the laboratories, the research laboratories on campus. And it has, centrifuges, ultra centrifuges, and all that. And all this equipment is available under the coordination of Damaris Gavijan. And this is a person that is paid by the institution, so it's really an institutionalized resource that we just help, with the maintenance contracts and so on. The contact information in general, you can contact me. I have authorized that my email is there, and all the contact information of the RCMI program. The program has a very strong website that I encourage you to visit, and the details of all what I have mentioned here and what I have not mentioned also is available at this particular link. And I thank you, the organizer, for the invitation of sharing with you the resources of the RCMI program at the University of Puerto Rico Medical Sciences Campus.